As you sit with this, you may not even realize how change begins long before you notice it. Because what you know is not always what you feel you know. And what you feel has been felt by others. What they feel has been felt by those before them. Because everything you think you're learning now is something you've always known, in the silence, beneath the noise, in the pattern, beneath the thought. And the moment you begin to notice, you've already begun to remember, because you're not separate, you're not isolated, you're not alone. You're a resonant field of becoming, echoing across time and mind. And as one part shifts, the whole must change. And if the whole is shifting, you are already changing. You ever notice how a flock turns all at once? They don't ask, they don't analyze, they feel, they respond, they move, as if one. Because somewhere, somehow, there's no me without we. No I that isn't already shaped by the all. When one part of the system upgrades, the entire network gets faster, clearer, lighter. Now imagine, because you already are, each time you think a new thought, you're tapping into every other mind that's ever thought a thought like that. Like echoes rippling through morphic memory. You resonate with the ancient. You transmit to the future. And you rewrite yourself right now. Because the truth is, you're always growing. And growth happens beneath awareness. The seed doesn't think its way into becoming the forest. It just knows. And you do too. You know how, when you smile, others smile back. That's resonance. When you decide, I'm confident, the world begins treating you as if you are. That's resonance. When you laugh in a room full of silence and suddenly people feel free. That's you transmitting the pattern. Patterns don't need permission. They need repetition. So, when you repeat this way of being, this way of seeing, believing, breathing, becoming, you're laying down a morphic groove in the field of humanity. One smile, one breath, one bold move at a time. Now think back, or maybe forward, to all the times someone said, you're not enough, you're too much, be realistic. And you laugh now because those voices, they were simply old echoes from broken tapes. They never belonged to you. You are not the echo. You're the resonance, the source, the song that rewrites the silence. And from this moment forward, you no longer run those tapes. You broadcast something new. And speaking of new belief, new code, new self, you begin to recognize that every belief you once held was just an agreement with a resonance that you didn't know you could refuse. But now you choose. Now you believe that you are enough. That you're infinitely becoming. That you are the initiator of resonance, not the receiver of noise. That action creates clarity. That you don't need permission to succeed. That you're part of a universal intelligence. And your thoughts, your emotions, your choices, they radiate into reality. When the old returns, because it will, you don't resist it, you recognize it, you repattern it, you reframe it, you ask, what does this teach me now? Because failure is just feedback, and feedback is fuel. So here's a curious thing. What happens when you tune in to you? The you that others feel before you even speak. The one who leads not with volume, but with vibrational certainty. The one whose presence pulls others up, like gravity but lighter, because people respond not to reality, but to the belief you hold in that reality. And now, your belief system is no longer unconscious, it's alive, energetic, electric, intentional. As you let these words soak into the circuits of your being, you might begin to notice a feeling, a pull, a hum, like something coming online. That was always there, and you smile because you already know. You've always known how to do this. You've always been a part of this. You're now living your life as a transmitter of transformation, a node of collective evolution, an intentional source of morphic resonance. And every word you speak, every breath you take, every intention that you hold echoes and teaches the field how to become more of itself, just like you.